Hello, this is Jason Matthews. I'm a retired law enforcement officer, and today I'm going to answer the question, why police mute body cams? Because I see a lot of speculation out there by people who have no idea what they're talking about when they are referencing this issue. But before we get started, if you support the police, click the like button. If you do not support the police, click the dislike button. It's anonymous, and I'm just curious of where you stand. There's a lot of divisiveness out there, so let your voice be heard. Why do police mute body cameras in some circumstances that you see on YouTube, that you may have heard of in the news and such? First of all, let me set this up. Body cameras are strictly controlled. So there are policies and procedures in place saying what you can and can't do with body cameras. And an officer on most modern body cameras that I know of cannot go in and edit body camera footage, cannot mute after it's happened body camera footage without higher level review. It's a mandatory requirement. So officers, generally speaking, do not have access after the fact. But in real time, let's talk about can officers or why would officers mute body cameras? And there can be some very good reasons for this. Number one is your personal privacy. There are laws in certain jurisdictions and policies that say that body cameras must be turned off or muted. For example, if there's a victim of a crime, let's say a child was violated and they're naked or something, police need to turn off that body camera. It's common sense. And you could say, well, after it happens, you can edit it out. No, we don't want to give access of footage to minors in certain sensitive circumstances so that other people can review that footage. You turn the body camera off, or in certain circumstances, you may mute it. And I'll get to that here in a moment. But muting and turning off the body camera, it's very related. Like if a minor is confessing to a crime and such, they have certain rights as a minor that adults may not have. It depends on the jurisdiction. It depends on the policies in each jurisdiction. And then for adults, for example, adults have privacy rights also depending on the jurisdiction. If a woman has been violated and the officer comes up on the scene, in many circumstances, that officer should turn off that body camera. And let's say that the woman wants to give confidential information to the officer that she doesn't feel comfortable giving if the body camera is on and there's audio on. The officer should be able to have the ability to mute the body camera to get that information. Because once it's on the body camera, then it's record. And so this is for your privacy. Another circumstance where an officer might be required to mute a body camera is because local union policies. Local union policies might dictate that if an officer notices another officer doing something or saying something or admitting to a crime, for example, union policy might be that they have immediate right to counsel. And it could be their right that they have the body camera audio muted. For example, if they're confessing something, but that's union policy. Officers may not have control over that. It may be mandatory. So there's many laws and policies and procedures that you're not aware of that may mandate officers mute body cameras. There may be, so as you can see, there are multiple possible reasons why police might mute body cameras. It's not a black and white situation. Like most people think that there's a black and white answer to every question. And usually the answer that I hear is, well, police mute body cameras because they're corrupt and they want to hide something. Could that happen? Yes, absolutely. That can happen and probably does happen. But watching a YouTube video, because I've watched some of these YouTube videos where officers have muted the body camera and people are making the leap without knowing all of the details and circumstances behind the video on why they're muting the body camera. Because they don't like the police, so they jump to that conclusion without having all the facts. Whereas me, I wait until I have all the facts and then integrate that in with what you're not seeing on the body camera. Because Body camera is just that, a static view of the incident, not knowing any further information. So we need to be holistic when we're thinking about these type of things. It has to be looked at from a holistic standpoint before you can come to a valid or reasonable answer. And so this is what police are trained on. This is what I'm trying to convey to you. You have to look at the whole picture. That's why police, when they're doing an investigation, they try to get all of the information before they arrest a person. Unless it's obvious right in front of them that they're committing a crime, they can arrest them based on what they're doing in that moment. But usually that's not the case. Usually they have to get further information, investigate, compile evidence, and then after they have all that information, then they can make a decision on what they're going to do from a holistic standpoint. And so I'm conveying to you what you should be looking at, what you should be investigating before you come to your determination, your prejudgment on what's happening without all the information. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to be notified when new videos are released. Take care and have a great day.